let's make this quick. What's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and this will be your WWE NXT review, the show from April 18th, 2018. This was taking place in Full Sail University. You have Mauro Ranallo and Percy Rossi on commentary. Unfortunately, no Nigel McGuinness because he's out for personal reasons when it comes to having a new baby born child. So, which I already explained from my last review I did SmackDown and 205 Live. So, that being said, let's get right to it. And once again, congratulations to Nigel McGuinness and to his wife for a new baby born child. Welcome to this world. So we get Johnny Gargano open up the show first, and he comes out with Candice LeRae. Cuts a promo about the whole thing with Tommaso Ciampa. This unsanctioned match thing is over now with him. Everything that Tommaso Ciampa has coming through and all that, and now he's put it all behind him, and now he's focusing on being back on NXT. And talks about they got some unfinished business to take care of when it comes to Zelina Vega and Andrade Cien Almas. So Candice LeRae takes the microphone and says that she's going to be challenging Zelina Vega to a match later on, and we'll get to that later. That ends up being the main event match, by the way. So then Gargano talks about if Andrade Cien Almas gets involved, he'll be right there to make sure he doesn't get involved. And basically talks about how he's gonna has a new focus on NXT since he's back, and that is to challenge the NXT champion, the new NXT champion, Aleister Black. And we'll get to more about that later. So yeah, good promo opening up, and the crowds were white hot for Johnny Gargano, and yeah, we'll see what happens when it comes to Gargano and Aleister, and I'll get to more of that later. Then we get to the debut NXT of well, I guess you can't say the debut because he already debuted, but because the Wonder Woman match though, Ricochet comes out and he goes up against Fabian Aichner. And shout out to Mauro Ranallo for during the match between Ricochet and Fabian Aichner, where he pointed out that Fabian Aichner is Italian because he mentions Bruno Sammartino, who's also Italian, during his yesteryears of professional wrestling, and basically putting over Fabian Aichner as in that class. So because of the bear hug and because of his heritage of being Italian, it was good. So basically it's also for Ricochet to be performed, and sure enough, in the end he goes for his finishing move, the 630. And I think at one point when I did the review, and also on Facebook too, but I'll talk more about that when I do my Facebook one as well. But when it comes to him doing the 630, I think I mistakenly called it the 360. But if I did, then I apologize for that. But I gotta look back at it to see if I did make that mistake. But yeah, other than that, the 630 was actually it's the move that he does, the 630 spot, which is jumping off the top rope, doing 2 spins in midair, and then bam, senton. The senton splash type of deal, and gets a 3 count to win. So yeah, Ricochet wins the match. After the match, he gets interviewed by Kaylee Braxton, and he basically talks about how it's a great, it feels great to compete. What comes, to wrestling on NXT. He says with guys like Sami Zayn, Bayley has competed on NXT, and then just about how there's only one. I repeat, there's only one. Ricochet. But yeah, good promo from Ricochet, and it was a good match too. Next we get to the War Raiders, Roll and Hansen versus the Metro Brothers. Who the Metro Brothers are, I don't know, but this basically to showcase the War Raiders, and the War Raiders beats them, in the squash faction. They won with the Fallout, but yeah, War Machine, awesome, tremendous, great they still got their entrances, they still got their entrance gear, and they got the face paint and all that. They're still War Machine, but they got the new name though, or and they're called War Raiders. So yeah, it was good. And we'll be seeing more of them. Next we get to Shayna Baszler, who's late to go to his meeting in the women's locker room, and but because she's she's a new NXT Women's Champion. Basically she's gonna be she doesn't care that because she basically never cares. So she comes into the locker room, interrupts the coach, Serena Deebs, I meant to say. Yeah, Serena Deebs used to be and worked for WWE at one point, and now she's back in WWE when it comes to being just being a coach. And plus she made a return during the main classic tournament. So Shayna Baszler was gonna promo. Well, actually not gonna promo. I guess you could say she was gonna promo in the locker room for the women's star in there. And basically she saw a name, it's Ember Moon there, and she says, "Well, maybe remove that one because they forgot to remove that one because Ember Moon is not on NXT anymore. She's on the main roster now." So, and then basically on Shayna Baszler, because she's the women's champion. Oh, alright. She also after she removed the name, she put the Queen of Spades playing card onto that. So okay, that was cool. I thought that was cool there. And Shayna Baszler told us to the women's in the locker room to get in line. And to go to get behind her or get out. So also on Dakota Kai, she gets up and she basically just leaves because she doesn't want to deal with Shayna Baszler's BS. And there you go. And Shayna Baszler ends it. Just to show her badass presence. Her badass presence, I meant to say. So yeah, there you go. Shayna Baszler is going to be terrorizing the women's locker room, and actually should. And I felt very intimidating for that too. Even though because Shayna Baszler she knows how to get the job done. When it comes to her being a former MMA fighter, it was Shayna Baszler. She is. I wonder who's gonna take her down on NXT, right? I got a theory whom that may be, but we'll see. Trying to do something here. Someone's trying to call me, but I'm trying to do something here. Okay, what was next? Oh yeah, so we get Killian Dane versus Lars Sullivan. No disqualification match. Killian Dane first cut a promo. He talks about Lars Sullivan took away his opportunity to become NXT North American champion, and he's going to take care of him in the disqualification match. And then we get to Lars Sullivan talking a promo where he says that he's good. He could do whatever he wants to Killian Dane in this disqualification match, and yeah. And those promos were earlier before the match even started. And then we get to the match, and folks, holy shit! I mean, it was good, but I was expecting this match to go balls to the walls. But in a way, I'm kind of glad I got what I wanted in this match. There was a little blood. Yeah, there was not meant to be blood on Killian Dane, but at one point you had them fighting in the ring, and then start fighting outside the ring. You got Killian Dane getting suplexed by Lars Sullivan suplexing Killian Dane on the outside. Nice spot there. They run steel chairs. They start winning on each other with steel chairs. And at one point, Killian Dane was getting some good offense with a senton, a bitter bomb. He puts in the table at one point. They start finding who's going to go to the table first and all that. Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan had went for a headbutt, a down headbutt from the top rope. I believe from the top rope or from the second rope. I'm trying to remember. I think it was from the top rope. But Killian Dane got all the way and basically head first on the steel chair. It was it was a 6 spot there, but luckily luckily Lars Sullivan did get cut, which I kind of want him to be cut though, but still, but you know how WWE is when it comes to blood now. But also on Killian Dane, he put hit some the mix section of the steel chair after that. Then Lars Sullivan those on Killian Dane. Not Killian Dane. Lars Sullivan those on Killian Dane on top on the chairs would give him the freak accident and gets 3 count in the win. So yeah, basically this obviously was probably a send off to Killian Dane because Killian Dane along with the rest of Sanity. Now I don't know about Nikki Cross, but basically when it comes to 3 members of Sanity, they're going to SmackDown. But I don't know about Nikki Cross because again, when I did the SmackDown review, they didn't show Nikki Cross in that picture with Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane, which got me thinking that she's going to be staying on NXT. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't know. Maybe the Nikki Cross is going to be repackaged like that. Maybe I don't know. It's just weird that they don't have Nikki Cross to join along with Eric Young, Killian Dane, and Alexander Wolf for some reason. To go to SmackDown. Well, we'll see. But yeah, Lars Sullivan won the match. It was a good match. Now before we get to the final match, between Candice LeRae and Zelina Vega, I gotta pronounce some other things too happen on the show. For example, the Undisputed Era, they was coming in to get a photo op because they're now the NXT Tag Team Champions and the NXT North American Champion. Because Adam Cole winning the North American title, and because Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong being the NXT Tag Team Champions. And then when it comes to Bobby Fish, who's still recovering from his knee injury, they're doing their symbol of the Undisputed Era doing this. Shock the system. That's happened there. Yeah, it was good. And then they show that they're gonna appear next week on NXT, and they show that Adam Cole is gonna defend his North American Championship against Only Larkins next week, and that should be a fun match. And then we get to what happened earlier on that night, where Pete Dunne being interviewed by a reporter about the whole thing with Roderick Strong turning on him, and he says. He said, I'll give you my answer about that, I guess, maybe next week or 2 weeks, maybe. I'm trying to remember if he said a week or 2 weeks ago. A week ago. I meant a week or 2 weeks later. He'll give that answer. Which, well, we'll see what happens. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what Pete Dunne, how he's gonna react to it. Pretty sure he's gonna be going after Roderick Strong, but he's got to work out, because he's gonna have Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly there as well to jump on them. So, and then we get to the repackage of Conor Reeves. He's coming in 2 weeks on NXT, as he's got a new gimmick now. He's the man with main names and the man with main gimmicks. When it comes to find out what to do with this guy from NXT, and finally they got one for him. He's the finest Conor Reeves, which means he's gonna be repackaged to be in John Morrison. When remember when John Morrison during his run in WWE's ECW back in 2007 is exactly what they're doing with Conor Reeves. He's gonna be the new John Morrison. Now I don't know how his character's gonna be. It's gonna be about when they show it. I just hope it's not one of those carrying yourself like a bitch type of gimmick thing, like the Velveteen Dream, and yeah. I hope it's not that one. So we'll see. But main event time. Candice LeRae versus Zelina Vega, and this match, folks. Zelina Vega looked good. Candice LeRae also looked good, and they got the involvement of John Cena on this, and then you get Johnny Gargano coming in to make sure nothing happens. So yeah, in this match, it ended up being good between Candice LeRae and Zelina Vega, which is no surprise, because Zelina Vega, Adina Trinidad Rosita, whichever you want to call her. But Zelina Vega, you know, but yeah, she was pretty good in this match. And Candice LeRae, she's always been good. But yeah, we got Zelina Vega going for the Meteora. Yeah, the Meteora. I like how Andre Cien always do. You know, when it comes to the Dominies. She could struggle for the Hammerlock DDT, which is the La Sombra. Candice LeRae as a flying back. She goes for the flying head scissors, and goes right into the Gargano. No escape. Gargano's finish, submission finish. Andre Cien always tries to break it up, but then Gargano gets in the ring. He goes for her the flying head scissors into the Gargano. No escape, and then Zelina Vega and Andre Cien on this, especially Zelina Vega, taps out to the Gargano. No escape. So your winners, well, or should I say your winner, Candice LeRae. And this is a send-off for Zelina Vega and Andrade Cien on this because they're going to SmackDown. So yeah. And then after the match, we get John Gargano getting on the microphone, congratulating Zelina Vega for for victory. And now Gargano says he's challenging the NXT champion, Aleister Black. So sure enough, Aleister Black comes out, and Aleister Black says, you're basically he accepts the challenge, and next week he's granted. So yes, next week on NXT, Johnny Gargano versus the NXT champion Aleister Black for the NXT championship. And I said, wow, this is too quick. This is too early. I wish it would be more of a build up, but yeah, we're getting next week, and let's see what happens with that. Let's see what happens with that. And there you go. So, Total Arm Wrestling for that's in NXT, by the way. Total Arm Wrestling for NXT. 4 matches. Yeah, 4 matches that was presented on NXT. Excuse me. So, my overall strength for the show, when it comes to NXT, from April 18th, 2018, I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. Good show. Again, another good show for NXT. And with that being said, thank you for watching. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller, the good boy gone bad. And if you don't like it, beat it, because no one wants to be defeated. Please subscribe. And if you enjoyed this review, give it a like. If you didn't enjoy this review, give it a dislike. The choice is yours, and yours alone. By the way, but the camera lens is kind of weird. But whatever. But yeah, by being said, folks, thank you for watching. You all take care. Have a good night. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. But for now, peace on the streets.